Today we're going to talk about concepts. Concept art is very important, especially when you're working with clientele. It doesn't have to be pretty, and that's, I think, the point I want to stress the most, and without adding so much filler. It can be very simple line art to kind of get your point across of what you're trying to do, or it can be extra rough line art. Not pretty, but just enough detail so the person you're working with understands what you're trying to do. Concept art is very important. You don't want to spend extra time detailing everything, adding all the colors and shadows, because they might turn around and just say, I don't like it, start over. Now, this can be extra beneficial to you also if you're just trying to create something new, or even if it's just something you're doing for fun. Here's a good example of a comic I'm working on, and it's everything storyboarded. As you can tell, it's not pretty, but it does kind of get the point across of what I'm trying to do. And we're going to focus on this first frame. Now, this is just going to be a basic webtoon comic using stick figures. Here's the first comic panel, and as you can kind of tell, I'm not happy with this, and you can probably also tell it's not good. But I still want to keep the style very simplistic, so I keep working on it. I leveled out all the detail and toned down the colors a bit more, and I like this better, but it just still wasn't feeling right. Now, prior to coloring, I really did like this sketch. It's really clean, it's really simple, but when I added all this color, it just still didn't feel right. It just felt more of this, and I don't want it to look like this. Toning down the colors even more, and then just adding shading. Now, you can't really tell super well on this computer, but I feel like this added a lot more detail, still keeping that simplistic vibe, and overall, I'm very happy with this. Even when I expounded it to the kind of big city scene landscape here, you can kind of tell I kept that going. And it's these little concepts that can translate into bigger things. Here I have a whole cityscape, a mountain range in the background, and I'm just focusing now on shadows with limited colors, and I feel like it works better. No artist is perfect, and it's little details that you get from concepting and just rough drafts where you truly understand how to make something better, how to make a small thing into a great thing. If you look at my sketchbook, it's honestly just rough sketches, constant hard scribbles. It's not great, and I know that seems rough, especially when you go on TikTok and you see people's sketchbook and it just looks fantastic, spectacular. Here's the thing, most people have 2 or 3 sketchbooks and they usually just show you the good one.